Cool. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Josh Andre, and you're watching this interview on YouTube on the Christian Music Zine channel. So yeah, I'm here with Jonathan Thulin.
Oh, Thulin, like Thulin on something.
You're from Sweden.
I am from Sweden.
That's pretty cool.
I know. I think it's pretty cool.
So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you became a Christian and how you started with Dream Records for those who may not have heard about your music or...
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, I grew up in Sweden with my family, and my parents were evangelists. And we moved to America. We actually won a green card in the lottery, which they did in '91. And so we moved, actually, as missionaries from Sweden to America, which is pretty unusual. And we actually traveled full-time with my whole family and did ministry all over the U.S. So I kind of grew up in a Christian household, but I kind of like to say that I became Christian probably just a few years ago, because even though I've been Christian my whole life, I got to a point in my life where I really had to make that distinction about how I knew the Lord, because I kind of had based my whole life off of my parents' faith and out of my ministry's faith, and so I'd say just a few years ago when I really started to understand Christianity.
So when you started, would you sign the Dream Records at all?
Well, yeah. I mean, even after that. I mean, it's just it's a journey that I'm going through, just getting to know Jesus, and just because I've been in ministry my whole life, it didn't mean that I really knew God, and I had to really come to that place where I started to get to know Him for real.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, so your latest album, The White Room, has been out for quite a while now.
Yeah.
And it's been a hit in Australia, in America, and many places around the world. Mm-hmm. Specifically your song Dead Come to Life, and I'm sure there are a few other songs that are like other artists, other people's favourites.
Sure.
So, and then your music videos, Babylon, Dead Come to Life, Bombs Away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone is praising them, critics and listeners are...
Which I'm really happy about.
That must be very cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So did you think that when you started recording all those songs in the studio for The White Room that it would come to the popularity that it has now?
I didn't. Not at all. The great thing is that I think a lot of people sometimes, they try to create music for people to like. And of course, I love that people are loving the music and that it's doing great, but I just wrote from a really honest place of where I had been in my life, and I just wrote on the page exactly what it was I was going through and what I was feeling, and I'm so glad that people have been able to relate to that. And I try to do something new and fresh musically, because sometimes in Christian music things can become a little bit stagnant and sound very similar, and I wanted to show a different side of Christian music and a different type of music style as well.
Cool. So there's a couple of things that you would like listeners to gain from hearing those songs. Your songs either from The White Room or from your debut that To Me of a Heart Glow. What would they be?
Say that one more time.
Well, so if there are a couple of things that you would like listeners to gain from listening to your past albums of Dream Records, what would they be?
I just want people to truly just be able to relate, because there's so many people and that are just going through so many things, Christians or non-Christians or anybody. We all go through difficulties. We all have things in our lives that are difficult to go through, and I want people, if my music can help somebody through a situation just by listening to it, because I think music is very powerful. And in my own life, when I listen to music, it does so many things for me. It encourages me very much, and even when I write my own music, it encourages me so much. And so I would love people to walk away with just a sense of that they're being understood, what they're going through.
Cool. That sounds really cool. So for those who haven't heard your music before, how would you describe what you sound like and what?
I would say I love movies. I love cinema, and so I've kind of brought that into my music as well. I want it to be big. I want it to be epic. Have a lot of strings, and I don't even know who I would. Maybe I kind of sound like Coldplay-ish mixed with very poppy things. I don't know. I can't really pinpoint exactly how I sound, but
for me personally, I think vocally you sound similar. Well, the most similar to Stephen Curtis Chapman.
I love Stephen Curtis Chapman, so that's a very big compliment. I listened to him a lot growing up, actually.
That's pretty cool. So So do you have a favorite song that you've written throughout your career that means a lot to you?
I mean, yeah, I have a lot of them, but there's actually a new one that's coming out on my new album called 6 Feet Under, and that is probably one of the proudest songs I've ever written. And I'm really excited to share it. I'm doing a video for it, as well as one for architecture. And
cool.
So I'm really excited to have people hear it, because it's probably the closest one to my heart so far.
Would that be going to radio soon, like in a couple of months?
I hope so. I'm not the only person that gets to decide what goes to radio, so I would hope that it goes to radio, but we'll see.
Cool, sounds pretty good. So your first album on Dream Records, Anatomy of a Heart Flow, for me it sounded a bit more pop.
Yeah, it was a lot more CCM.
And then The White Room is this endemic orchestral type of music that's way different to the first one.
Yeah.
And where do you see yourself in album 3? What type of genres? Are you thinking of doing something different or revisiting something?
I'm sticking to the same. It's going to be The White Room, but hopefully 10 times better. I always try to better myself and do new things. So it'll be the same. It'll be orchestral and poppy and. So I'm really excited. I'm working on a lot of stuff and have a few songs done already, and I'm really pumped for people to hear it.
Is there any genre of music that you'd like to explore recording later down the track? Like
I don't know.
Like rap or country or something?
Well, I will never rap. But I do. I did a song with Manuel from Group One Crew, and he raps, and he's a great rapper.
He is.
And so I let him do that, and then I'll just sing, and he can rap.
I'll tell you, he's a good rapper, Lecrae.
Lecrae's an amazing rapper. He's great. I would love to work with him.
Are you watching this, Lecrae?
You heard me, Lecrae. Let's do this.
Cool. So yeah, you're also in a band called Press Play, and the album #Lito just released about a few months ago. Can you tell us about the recording of those songs? And is there any songs on that album that minister to you? And
absolutely, yeah. Recording that one was awesome. We actually did it in Minnesota with my brother David, and Nicole and Dave flew out. It was freezing, and we did it all in 10 days. We just wrote everything, and it's so great to see that Lito is doing well and that people are really liking the music. And I mean, it's a very fun project, and it's supposed to be fun. But there are a few songs definitely. There's a song called "Top of the World" that me and Nicole wrote together that I really, really love, and it means a lot to me. And so it's very cool to share it with people.
Yeah, that's a pretty good song.
Thank you.
I Can Breathe.
I Can Breathe, yeah, that's a good one.
As well. I like the ballads.
Yeah.
And stuff on that
Thank
album.
you.
Yeah, cool. And so, if you haven't noticed by now, this is my house. So we are, this is actually the first night that Jonathan Thulin is doing an acoustic, he's doing a series of acoustic shows in Australia for 3 weeks. This is the first venue. So, how are you enjoying Sydney?
I'm loving it. I wanted to come here my whole life, and it is beautiful. And when I landed, everything was just so beautiful. I walked straight through customs. It was amazing. In America, they really hound you when you come through customs. So that was a very nice welcome to Australia. And I drove on the left side of the road, had an accident, my hubcap blew off. But I put it back on, and it's all good. So it's been really fun.
Not the accident.
Not the accident, but it's good that the hubcap came back on. So yeah, it's been great so far.
So is there any place that you want to go to or visit while you're in Australia?
I want to see Ayers Rock, but it's so far away.
Is there anything on your bucket list?
Ayers Rock, but it's so far away. I don't know if I'm going to get to see it. But I am going to get to go to Brisbane, which is cool. And I'm going to get to see the Blue Mountains. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to see a lot of things. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds pretty good. Is there any thing that you've done since you're in Sydney, or any food that you've eaten, or any place that you've been that you absolutely love and you hoped and wish was also in the States or in Sweden? Or
I haven't eaten anything yet that's not in the States. The first thing I did, which is going to sound like I'm a really cliche American, but I wanted to try McDonald's because it's different in every country. And I tried it, and it was good. It was better than America, but not better than Sweden. Sweden, it's actually really nice. But here it was like in the middle. Like they did it really fast and it tasted kind of the same, but it was still, it was good. So now I've tried McDonald's in several countries and Australia is number 2. Sweden still wins.
Okay, cool. So before we talk to Charmaine, tell us about your upcoming tour, the Dead Come to Life tour with Shine My Baby and Loftware, and what can your fans and friends in America expect when they go to see your live shows in a couple of months?
Well, Shine My Baby and Laughlin are both really, really good bands that I am so excited to get to work with, and I hope that people, and I know all of them, and they're all really great people and have really great hearts for ministry, and I'm just excited that people, I want them to come and walk away, you know, feeling like it was really good music, but also walking away with get a heart, you know, a heart change, and that's all I can ask for.
Cool. Okay, so great to talk to you.
Thank you, Josh.
And
Appreciate it.
to finally meet you.
Yes, absolutely. We were on Facebook for like months.
A while. So yeah.
Well, very nice to meet you, and thank you guys so much.
Cool.
All right. Charmaine!